Hello and welcome to this video. Today we are looking at how to install Python. In this session we'll look at how to install Python on a Windows environment. In my case my Windows version is 11, but the steps to install Python on Windows will be same across any version of Windows. Let's get started. So first thing is go to the official website for Python, which is python.org. Once we are in the website, go to downloads and go to the Windows section of the downloads. We have Python 3.13.5, which is available as the latest version for Windows. Click on it. There we go. The installer is downloaded. Go to the folder where Python installer is downloaded and double click to open the installer. As you can see, the installer has started and it is giving us two options. One is to go with the default installation, where the installer will decide what all components to install and where to install Python. The other option is customize installation, where we can choose what optional components need to be installed and where should Python get installed. So in this demo we'll go with the customize install option. You can choose the default option as well, but I just wanted to show this customize install as part of this demo. Another thing to note is the checkbox here, add python.exe to path. Path is an environment variable, and why we need to add python.exe to path is something that we all are familiar. If we don't add the python.exe to the path variable, we will have difficulty in invoking Python from any command prompt. We'll have to go to the folder in which Python is installed and then invoke it. So that is a difficulty in most of our cases. So what we should do is we should put an entry into the path variable. I'll skip this checkbox for now so that we can identify what all are involved to invoke Python from any of the command prompts. So I'll not check this option. Let me choose customize installation, and these are the optional features that the installer can install along with Python: documentation, the Python package manager, the IDE, etc. etc. I'm not going to install any of them. Let's uncheck all these options. If you want, you can pick this, but for the demo I'm not installing any of those. Click next. Now comes the interesting part. In the advanced option we have a checkbox for installing Python for all the users. Since this is my personal laptop and I want all the users who are logging into the system to have access to Python, so let me click on this, and this ensures that any user who logs into the system can invoke Python. Another thing is there is a checkbox here, add Python to environment variables. I'm skipping this intentionally for now. Also, this is the location in which Python gets installed. C program files Python 3.313 it will be the folder name. Let me go ahead with install. Now this checkbox or this message box asks me to confirm whether the installer can make changes to the device. So yes, installation is in progress. Let's wait till the installation is done. Yeah, the installation is successful. So let me close the installer, come back to a terminal and say Python. As expected, it is not invoking Python because as of now Windows doesn't know what this exe is all about or where to find this exe. If we had added python.exe to the path variable as shown in the installer, it would have invoked Python by now. So how do we achieve this? On a Windows laptop it is very easy. You get to environment variables, search for environment variables, click on environment variables here, and you will see that there is a path variable. There are several entries listed here. We need to create one entry for Python. We know where Python is installed. It is in C drive, program files Python 313. So this is my folder where Python got installed. Copy the folder name, absolute path to that folder. You can see the python.exe available here. Now come to the edit environment variable page, click on new and paste that path. See program files Python 313. This is the same folder to which Python got installed. Click OK. One more time. Let's close all these windows and open a new terminal window. Remember, we have to open a new terminal window after making changes to the environment variables so that the terminal knows what variable value to pick. For example, now we go to Python. It has invoked Python and you can see that the Python 3.13.5 is the Python version and we are in the Python prompt. The three greater than symbols is nothing but a Python prompt. So to check that, let's try some basic command. Write a print, do an open parenthesis, say hey, close the double quotes and add a closing parenthesis, enter. Yes, we are in the Python prompt. We'll get to the detail of how to run commands or write some code in Python prompt later, but for now let's see that the Python is invoked and the Python version is the same as what we have installed. You can exit the Python prompt. Now let's say we are in a different prompt, say C drive. Can we invoke Python? Yes, we can. So this is the advantage of adding python.exe to the path variable. We can invoke the exe from anywhere. Windows will check whether that exe is available in any of the paths mentioned in the path variable, and it will help us run the command from anywhere. Alright, so that's all about Python installation on Windows. Now let me close this and let's see what we have next. Yeah, so we have covered Python installation on Windows. Next we'll see how to install Python on Ubuntu. I'm using a Windows laptop. I don't have access to any Ubuntu or Linux environments. So what I've done to show this installation is I'm using a Windows environment via WSL in Windows. WSL is the Windows subsystem for Linux, and this will help me work on a Linux distribution from Windows without having the need for any dual boot or any other complex setups. Let us go to PowerShell. This is my Windows PowerShell. So how do we invoke Ubuntu via WSL? Just type WSL -d Ubuntu. Remember, I've set up the Ubuntu environment prior to the demo to save time. You can go through the documentation of WSL on how to set up this, how to create a default user for Ubuntu. I've set up everything, and once I invoke Ubuntu from WSL, I'm already in the Unix prompt. So who am I here? I am a user named Babu R. Now let's see what version of Ubuntu I have. LSB minus release version. LSB minus, yes, so my Ubuntu version is Ubuntu 24.04, and one thing to note is This version of Ubuntu comes with a default installation of Python. Let's see that. Python, yeah, there is a Python 3 available, and you can see that the default version of Python that is distributed along with Ubuntu is 3.12.3, and we are already in the Python prompt the moment we invoked Python via the command. Let's see, iMessage, yes, it is available. Now what we have to do if the Python is not installed by default on your Linux environment, the commands in Ubuntu are pretty straightforward. We have to invoke it via apt command. So sudo apt install python 3. This is the command to install Python on a Ubuntu environment. Apt is the packager tool. Give the su password. Oh. And once you give the password, if Python 3 is not installed in your Ubuntu setup, it will go download all the dependencies and install the Python 3 version which is available in the apt packages list. So in this case, since it is already installed and the apt is not having the latest version of Python in its packages list, it is not doing anything. So the latest one, as you saw in the Windows case, is 3.13.5, but in our case the apt packaging list does not have that version in its repository. So it is saying that okay, there is nothing newly installed, there is nothing upgraded, and you already have the latest version. So in this case there are different options to install Python version separately. Say you can compile the source of Python and install it as a separate Python version in the same environment, or you can install some virtual environments. So we'll not get to the details there, that is a bit complex for now. For now we'll see that on a Ubuntu distribution, this is the command to install Python. Sudo apt install python 3. Alright, so wherever you see some message like this, please make sure that the apt or any package manager that we have, it has the latest Python distribution available in its repository, and then invoke. Alright, that's all we have for this. Let me know comments and feedback in the comment section, and we'll cover more details on Python programming in the later videos. Please like, share and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you.